There's a reason veteran airline pilots call it the Queen of the Skies 2.0. The Boeing 777 isn't just another twin-engine jet, it's a masterpiece of engineering, comfort, and reliability. But why do so many pilots around the world swear by the 777? Is it the flight deck, the handling, or something deeper? Something only those who've spent thousands of hours in the cockpit truly understand. Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the story of the Boeing 777, not from a passenger's perspective, but from the pilots who fly it, and what they say might surprise you. Launched in the mid-1990s, the Boeing 777 quickly became the workhorse of long-haul international travel. With its extended range, massive payload capacity, and twin-engine efficiency, airlines loved it. But pilots? They fell in love. From aviation forums to training academies, and even in casual hangar conversations, one aircraft seems to consistently earn respect, admiration, and sometimes even affection: the 777. Today, we're looking beyond the specs and stats. This is about the human connection, how the Boeing 777 has carved out a place in the hearts of pilots across the globe. 1. Designed with pilots in mind. When Boeing began designing the 777, they did something unusual. They invited pilots from 8 major airlines to join the process. This included United, British Airways, and Cathay Pacific. The result? A flight deck that reflects real-world, everyday pilot needs. Captain David Parker Brown once described it as the most intuitive cockpit I've ever flown. With large LCD displays, advanced fly-by-wire systems, and an ergonomic layout, the 777's flight deck is both futuristic and functional. The control yokes feel natural, and the heads-up guidance system makes approaches in poor visibility feel almost cinematic. 2. Handling that just feels right. Reddit aviation threads often describe the 777's handling as buttery. One retired pilot said, "It responds like a fighter jet but lands like a dream." Its fly-by-wire system gives pilots a responsive but smooth feel, especially during landings. Despite its size, the 777 feels agile. Pilots say its predictability builds trust over long hauls and during tough weather. In a popular Quora thread, an Emirates captain noted, "It's almost as if the airplane knows what you want to do before you do it." 3. Comfort. That matters on 14-hour flights. Pilots aren't just flying, they're living in the cockpit for hours on end. The 777 offers one of the roomiest, most comfortable flight decks in the sky. A pair of crew bunks behind the cockpit allows for real rest during long hauls. Temperature controls, adjustable lighting, and minimal noise in cruise mode help reduce fatigue. In high-stress jobs like these, comfort isn't a luxury, it's survival. The power of the GE90 engine. The Boeing 777 is powered by the iconic GE90 engine, the most powerful turbofan ever built. Pilots describe the thrust as relentless, offering confidence during takeoffs in heavy rain or at high-altitude airports. There's something psychological about knowing your aircraft has that kind of raw power at your fingertips. Pilots often refer to it as reassuring horsepower. 5. Global standardization and trust. Unlike older aircraft, the 777 introduced a new level of systems automation, error protection, and system integration. That makes training easier and reduces human error. Airlines around the world standardize their training based on this aircraft, making it one of the most internationally flown wide-bodies by professional crews. You can land in Tokyo, Frankfurt, or Johannesburg and still feel at home in the cockpit, and that consistency matters. 6. Fail-safe engineering. From triple redundant systems to self-monitoring diagnostics, the 777's engineering is quietly brilliant. Pilots praise its intelligent alerting systems, which prioritize messages based on urgency. In forums like PP Rune, Professional Pilots Rumor Network, captains have shared stories of how the aircraft guided them through serious in-flight issues without panic. It's like flying with an experienced co-pilot who never gets tired, one post read. 7. The Boeing 777 in emergency situations. Let's not forget how the 777 has performed under extreme conditions. From British Airways Flight 38's crash landing at Heathrow, where all passengers survived, to the long-haul emergency landing of United 328 in Denver. It's a plane that's proven it can take a hit and still bring people home. In each case, pilot skill met aircraft resilience, and the aviation world took notice. 8. Career pinnacle. For many pilots, getting into the 777 is a milestone, a sign that you've made it. It's the kind of jet you get to fly after years of narrow-body experience. It's not just a machine, it's a reward. Several pilots described it as their retirement aircraft, the one they wanted to fly until their final flight. 9. Pilot testimonials and community praise. Let's hear what real pilots have to say. The 777 is my home. I trust it more than my own car. Captain Anwar, Malaysia Airlines. It's not flashy, but it's brilliant. Like an old friend who never lets you down. Retired BA pilot on Reddit. Flying the 777 feels like driving a Rolls-Royce with wings. Anonymous post on r/flying. If this kind of aviation history fascinates you, hit that like button. The Boeing 777 wasn't just built for passengers or profits. It was built for pilots. From its intuitive design to its powerful engines and legendary reliability, it's the kind of aircraft that earns trust at 35,000 feet. And maybe that's why so many aviators call it the best jet they've ever flown. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, especially if you've flown or worked on the 777. And if stories like this make your curiosity take flight, subscribe for more stories from the sky.